Okay, hello. So, starting another video. Now, I haven't posted the other one yet, but I will be posting that before this video. So, last video I made was June 14th. That's actually the day I started hormones. And so now I've been on hormones since, well, June 14th. I got my diagnosis of gender dysphoria on April 27th of 2018. And so I'm roughly about a year into my transition, but not a year on hormones. So, a lot of things have changed since that video. Did the process, realized there wasn't really a guide, anything set in stone or anything kind of made for Fort Sill to assist transitioning and to know exactly what paperwork you need and what things need to be said. So I kind of created that. So let me get that. So that is what I created. I made a guidebook for Fort Sill to use, and I know they're using it on several locations there, behavioral health, things like that, in order to help with the gender transition process and to know what needs to be done, what kind of paperwork you need, both in the civilian side, military side, examples of how to do so, and all that kind of stuff. So it was kind of busy. When I was told to get my paperwork together, then I had no idea what in the world was needed, and they didn't really give me any guidance. So I went and did the research and found what I needed to find. So, that being said, I am 1,000 times happier now. Still kind of look like still very look manly. You know, with my face, I don't think that'll go away for, I don't know, probably all my life. But to me, the goal for transition was never to pass. If I can at some point, awesome. That's great. But the goal is just to be happy in my own skin. So, I mean, things are awesome. I'm back in Korea, funny enough. When I just made that video, last one, I just got back from Korea, and here I am again. That's okay, I don't mind Korea, though. Now, since I made that video, not only did I start the transition process, which I'll talk a little bit about experiences I've had during that, in relation to hormones and things like that, but also I got my eyes fixed, so no glasses, which is pretty cool. And I've also went to Equal Opportunity Advisor School, and so now I'm actually here in Korea as an Equal Opportunity Advisor, which is awesome. And I worked hard and some stiff competition, but I managed to come out on top, and I ended up graduating Distinguished Honor Grad, one of 87 students of EOA. That's pretty cool. I'm kind of proud of myself with that. And of all the schools that I can think that I would like to graduate well in, it's like EO and Sharp and things like that, where you can help people and whatnot. So that's kind of what I like doing. I've only been on ground on Korea since April 1st, but just, and I'm Casey here for since April 9th, but just getting my feet wet, and this is the fourth time in Korea, just different positions. So, but it's been good so far. I've had a decent amount of acceptance, which is awesome, and a little bit of backhand acceptance too. But some people looking to correct me. My gender markers changed in the Army, so I'm recognized as female in the Army, and also I have my federal 10-year full validity passport, so I'm recognized federally as female as well. But there's still plenty of people who they'll correct me on having something they think is out of standard when I make sure I've looked through the regulations, and I make sure that I'm no way out of standard when it comes to makeup wear, nails, and all that kind of stuff for the workday. This is not my work makeup, but I keep my nails good to go. They're not French tips, they're just clear. I just have good nails. So, but I got questioned on that. My first sergeant was explicitly told to go check my nails. So, because they're convinced I had French tips. I don't. They're clear. But it's things like that, especially when I was around people who were not in the standards. So, kind of picking and choosing on who you're trying to correct and ensuring that you're only poking at me. So, that's I haven't had as much as that. That's been a little bit, but for the most part, people have been all right. Whether it's because they want to follow policy and not get in trouble, or because I'm the new Equal Opportunity Advisor, or they're just cool with it. I think a lot of people are just cool with it, honestly. that's been most of my experience. People were just living their lives, and I'm living mine, which is great. So, to kind of follow a timeline, I guess, of process, and actually made a timeline in here for how I got things done. I had my legal name changed, or my name, legal name changed. My name legally changed. Legal name changed. Both work. Okay. And done quite a bit. So yeah, it says here, yep, diagnosis on 27 April. And then I started hormones on 14 June. Had my name change completed on 14 September 2018. And update my driver's license and things like that with the new name. So got my passport and all that back. Name change complete in the Army on 10 October. Let's see. 2 November was 6-month hormone checkup. And then 12 November was when I actually started submitting paperwork to change my gender marker in the military systems. And since I had to go to school, which started in January, then I wasn't there to push paperwork along, and my process of from start to finish, start to gender marker change, I guess not finished. Start to gender marker change. It's less than a year, which is actually pretty short for most people that I know. And no, there's not a non-employed for less than a year. My non-employable time was very minimal, and I still went to the field, still trained, everything. I was non-employable anyway, so that's why I got my eye surgery done. But for 3 months during that, so I was non-employed there, even though nothing on the medications, nothing on the hormones stopped me from doing anything. I went to the firing range, I qualified for my weapon, I went and shot rockets, I went into the field, I was the first sergeant for 2 to 3 months. And nothing was a problem. I could have deployed. There's nothing that would have kept me except policy that stopped me, that made me non-deployable for 6 months. Nothing physically hindered that whatsoever. It's literally just policy they put in place. But anyways, so during the time, like I said, I was the first sergeant for a few months because we kind of were missing one, and got my eyes fixed. Now at the hormones starting on June 14th, and about the 30-day mark, I started to feel a strength difference as my hormones start to normalize into the realm of estrogen as opposed to testosterone. I started feeling myself getting weaker, upper body. And now, like when I started this, I would do 77 push-ups in 45 seconds for a PT test. I'd max and just get up. And I wouldn't feel anything. It wouldn't hurt. I wouldn't be tired. I'd be like, all right, that was it. So I was in pretty good shape, you know, and I still work to keep myself in shape. Now I get tired at 30, like I start really feeling it. So my final PT test, which I took in December before I left that unit, I did 65 push-ups, but it took me the entire 2 minutes. So that's a massive change from what I was able to do before. And I know it's gone down since then. So strength differences has happened. Weight loss, I lost probably about 25 to 30 pounds, and now I've kind of gained a little bit more, and so I'm floating around the 177, 180 range, when beforehand I was about 200 plus a little bit. Worked out a lot then, so it's kind of like. So the weight loss there, and I wasn't trying to lose weight, just kind of the process of losing that, I guess, that muscle mass. Let's see, so I think it was August. I want to say August, October, August. I think it was August. I got actually the eye surgery done. Got that fixed. Army covered that, which was awesome. So a lot of things, a lot of busy stuff, a lot of happenings. Started to develop breasts. Starting to develop a little more hips and a butt, which is cool. I'm okay with that. And I'm just ready to continue the process. So, but like I said, how I feel just looking in the mirror, it's so much less painful now. Like it doesn't hurt. You know, just want to say, like, because before I start transitioning, and as I mentioned in my previous video, you know, looking like a stupid boy. No, I don't think boys are stupid. I did not like the way that how I presented myself, how I looked. So that's why I refer to that. Not like I'm trying to target anybody there, but now I don't get that. I don't get as much of the dysphoria when I look at myself in the mirror. There's certain things that can trigger, like I don't really like this, which is like shaving my face every day, but that's kind of going away too a little bit. And of course I want to trim down my arms and shoulders. But overall, I think the last video I did that, so kind of showed growing a little bit. I think I'm probably about an 8 cup right now. Just neat. But overall, just a lot more happy. Just very happy. I made some amazing, amazing friends. I met some amazing, amazing people in my EOE school, and we're still in contact today. And I hope that continues. With some of them, for sure, I know it will. And others, I just hope it will. So we'll see. But I'm hoping to do more videos like this. I'm not really sure I'll focus just on transition. Might bring it up now and again on any new experiences, or if I deal with something good or something bad, or deal with a certain person that was good or bad. Then yeah, and I'll bring that up on that. I might just make some just to, I don't know, say stuff. Or maybe I can do some live videos and people can ask questions and hopefully not be rude. I can't control that. That'd be part of the live. But when it comes down to it and I end up posting this, if you have any questions, concerns, suggestions, if I do videos, I'm not really a vlogger or YouTuber. I watch a lot of YouTube. Never thought about being filmed a lot. I don't know. Rambling. I ramble a lot. I'm not really comfortable with this, but if you were to want to know something or want to, or you have a suggestion for videos or something, or things to talk about, let me know. Other than that, I play a lot of video games, so I plan on doing things about that. I love reading and the random stuff. So just kind of exploring different areas. Huge gamer though. I need to get a better webcam. So I'm rambling. I ramble. Anyways, so I don't ramble too much more. I'm gonna end this now. So just wanted to catch whoever sees this up, if they even saw the last one. This is going to be posted pretty soon after the last one. I got to edit because that was 40 minutes of me doing this, rambling back and forth, telling stories that goes as well, but a lot of rambling. So I'm going to try to trim that down. I guess I could post the whole thing. I don't know. We'll see. I'll ask some friends, see what their opinions are. But other than that, then I'll catch up with you again later.